wanted to pull over and get the live started. If you know me, you know how I am with punctuality. So I'm going to flip the phone around. Won't be able to communicate much, but you can at least watch the drive. We are 8 minutes out from the spot. And if you watched us yesterday, we slayed the carp. So we wanted to change it up. We're going to rest that spot and hit it again tomorrow. So we took a little bit of a drive. And we're going down to a little lake that's got channel cats. It might have carp in there. I've never caught one. So that's what we're doing. We're going to go down, try to catch some daytime channels. There's nice bass in there as well. And just have a little bit of a multi-species day. Hey, Bulk. Stewie, welcome, welcome. Once again, I couldn't get the YouTube to give me the horizontal live. It forced me vertical. I don't know how to plan a vertical live, apparently. But we're up. We're up and running. 7 minutes away. Hi, Amanda. Welcome, welcome. Is that Dave? It's a little hard to see. I don't want to look too hard right now. I'm driving, but we're only about 5 minutes out. We're going to do some daytime channel cat fishing. I got hot dogs and pack bait, and I brought my ultralight. I may try to catch a, we'll start with the hot dog and pack bait, and if we're not catching anything, we'll switch. We'll go over to the creek that's there and catch some bluegill and cut them up for bait. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how big the channels get in here. We've caught a whole bunch of channels in here. I haven't caught anything huge, but I hear rumors that there's huge ones in there, but then nobody seems to know how heavy they are, so everybody has it, they exaggerate everything. We're talking to locals. We'll go in and we'll see what they have. See if we can get something. We did have one big takedown that we couldn't get in. We lost. I shouldn't say we couldn't get in. We lost. And that sure felt big. So there might be some monsters lurking in this little lake. We'll see. Tomorrow, yesterday we got 10 carp. We had a double up. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that out from yesterday. I put the catches as timestamps. Hey Joshua, welcome in, buddy. Polar Bear Chad, I see somebody mentioned him. I missed him, but he's in here. I'm driving. We'll be here in a couple minutes. Don't want to be late. We're going to be able to park. We should be able to set up like almost right where we park. This pond gets a ton of pressure. We'll see how many people are there. We might have to take a little bit of a hike if there's people fishing the front. I like either the front or all the way in the back. Nothing in the between. I always start all the way in the back, and then last time we did better in the front, so we'll start in the front. It's going to be scenic, I'll tell you that. It's a pretty lake. Big fountain out there, and all fancy like. A little different than what we normally fish. Muddy. Middle of the forest type places. Hope everyone's doing good. It's hump day. Stuart will go live right after us as usual. I tried to pin his live up there, but of course we're on a different live because I couldn't get the thumbnail to go horizontal, even though I set it up horizontally. And I didn't feel like doing the vertical live. Brings a whole different crowd in. Our average watch times were over 20 minutes yesterday. We go vertical, I think they're like 28 seconds. It's fun once in a while, don't get me wrong. I like meeting new people and everything, but I'd rather kind of kick back and have a conversation with people I know and recognize than saying hello to 40, 50 people, telling them what you're fishing for every 2 seconds. Got 9 people in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. There's Will, Raptor Will, also member. Bud File, Sue, good morning. Almost there. Almost there. A couple minutes out. There was a lot of traffic. Went for my bike ride. Road trip is right. Short road trip. Well, it was about an hour drive, actually. hitting a ton of traffic, a lot of construction. I got up, did my jog. I did 90 push-ups this morning. I'll do another 90 this afternoon. Kids are at school, got them on the bus. It's right in the valley, this lake. It's right at the bottom of it, pretty much. I like it because it sits right behind the police station. It kind of keeps it clean there. Remember, we're family friendly on here. We had to do a little work yesterday, kind of reinstating that. Not easy to keep a family friendly channel on YouTube. You get a lot of good people with hurt feelings sometimes because they are just carrying on, trying not to, you know, they don't realize it's kid friendly, or they don't know how to be kid friendly. We are here, guys. We are here. Now, see if anyone's fishing my spot. This guy looks like he wants to fish my spot.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh yeah. We got it, guys. We got it. Wide open. Our bench is sitting there. We caught 5 catfish here when we went live on Stuart's channel. We're in that spot. I'm going to leave you sit just like this. Hey, Creed, welcome in. I'm going to go get set up right on this bench real quick. And then once I get the tripod, you know what? I can probably just carry you over. Scratch that. Yeah, actually, back to the first one. Just hang out. I'll be right back. I'm going to set something up. I broke my pedestal, my tripod, so I have to. I have like a real table. Kind of looks dumb, but. Don't worry, I am a professional. We'll try this at home. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go over. Get my battery, power bank. Get out of here. Check. Well, it's going to be scenic, if nothing else. See if we can get them to bite during the day. All right. Let's see. How's that look, guys? Got 8 people in here. We got 10 thumbs up. Just getting set up here. Let me know how that looks and how it sounds. Let me get the external power in. Well, I guess I'll get the rods up and then you can kind of tell me. What do you mean you don't like this spot, Stuart? This was your idea, bro. I wanted to fish carp. You wanted to come go somewhere else. Hey, Kayak UK. We're gonna go after channel cats. We went after carp yesterday and slammed them so good we kind of got bored. We got 10 yesterday, all big in a creek. So today we figured we'd change it up a little bit. We'll go after channels in this little lake. I thought I saw a carp jump, but I've never caught one here, and I fished it a good amount of times. Did you get a new camera? Does it not look good? This is a new camera. How's it look, guys? Let me know, please, before I go through all the trouble of setting up. If it ain't gonna work, I'll move. It's good? Yeah, it better be good for the price of it. All right, let's get the rods in. All right, got 2 rods set up for pack bait, 1 rod. We're going to start with hot dogs. I might catch a bluegill at a local creek right next to us here. Crystal clear, sweet. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys. Telling you, it's going to be scenic today. If we can get a catfish, that'll be nice too. We'll see. Get my bait out of here. Yeah, for a second I thought I forgot my bait. I remembered I put it in my cooler with my food. That would have been tough. Wouldn't have been the first time I showed up without bait. So I'm using the same setup we caught with the carp yesterday on 2 of the rods, and that's just the method feeder, hair rig, fake corn, with my recipe that's on the playlist, how-to playlist for a pack bait. This one I'm going to cast. We've got some fading shade over here. I'm going to hit this one in the shade. Middle rod's going to be hot dog. I'm going to put that right on the fountain. That's where we've caught several during the day. And the white one I'm going to throw out through the right. Put a little lead weight on that center one. I don't need much. starting with a 8/0 circle hook. I might go down to a 5 or 6, but there might be some really big ones in here. I'd rather catch one big one than 5 little ones. And I catch plenty of little ones on big hooks anyway. Just try to keep this clean because I might end up eating one of those hot dogs, to be honest with you. Just gonna lob it out so it doesn't fly off. Checking that drag, make sure the drag's just right. Get the hot dogs back in the cooler since I might be eating those. Oh, I know why Stu doesn't like this place. Because I showed up here and caught 5 fish and he caught 0. It just dawned on me. I whooped his butt here. Kind of excited to see what we can catch in here since I haven't fished it that much for specifically with carp rigs. And I know we can catch catfish no problem on these setups. I've done it many times. Let me try to get this evened off a little bit. There we go. Stephen Merchant's in the house. What's going on, Stephen? One of my shark members right there. Appreciate you guys. We got 13 thumbs up already. You guys are awesome. Okay. How long do you think you'll be out fishing today? We're 10 to 2 now. Monday through Friday, 10 to 2. Like clockwork. All winter long, man. I may miss a day here or there, but it won't be weather related. I can tell you that much. We'll be out there. As stupid as it might be to be out there. Yeah, after party at Stu's house. Stuart's gonna go live right after me, doing some fly tying. No worries, Cream. I want to be consistent with setting up 10 to 2 each day. Even though it might not be the best time to always fish. It's not bad in the winter, to be honest with you. 10 to 2 is pretty good, but in the summer, 10 to 2 kind of stinks. But at least during the winter, I want to be consistent. So you'll know where to find me between classes and between lunch breaks. No, I'll be your daytime entertainment, maybe. Of course, we got a bunch of, like Kayak, we got a bunch of cool UK channels that are on the evening bite. You know, by midday here, they're already at the, you know, magic hour. ATC, it's rare that we set up with one of these type places here. But yeah, the dancing fountain. It's a drunk fountain. But we don't have a lot of places for channels. And even though this is like almost as far as going all the way down to the city where the big flatheads are, it's a lot easier to get home from here. Down there, the traffic, 1 hour drive can take 2 hours real quick, and I can't be that far away if my kids need me from school or something. I got that responsibility of picking them up. So, like I said, I always fish somewhere where like it's like I know we could go back where we were yesterday and catch probably another 10 carp today. I have no doubt about it. We could just go back and slam them again because there's so many fish in there and so many areas that we didn't even touch. But I'm a multi-species guy, and it's like I feel like if I'm bored, I'm not really looking forward to catching 10 more of those today. Tomorrow I'll be ready to go again. We're going right back there. But today I was like, you know what? I'm going to kind of try that pond that I thought there was carp in. I could have sworn I saw a carp jump in the back part of this lake. So we're going to start on this side of the lake. And then we're going to work our way around the back a little bit later. We'll do the first 2 hours probably up here. And I just have like a big question mark in my head how big the channels are in here. They've been on the smaller side, but we caught maybe 2 decent ones out of here. So we'll see. Hey, Rod Wilson. I don't know if I said hi to you. I looked at your name and meant to say hi, but welcome in. Yeah, right behind these trees is a little creek. So I may go over there and catch a bluegill. We'll start out with some of this stuff here. The dancing fountain is beautiful. I'm glad you like it, Wendy. It's kind of hilarious. Lyle, it cracked Lyle up. We did the shark live here the one night. Lyle was cracking up with that fountain, especially when it's lit up. I did bring the tarp up. It's going to be near 80 and all sun, so even though it's not real hot, I might set it up just to get out of the sun and make it easier to reach at. So I'll wait till we move to the back part of the lake for that. Let me make sure I'm on live chat here. Don't mind me munching back here. I always get my exercise in right before I start fishing, so I'm always rushing to get to the water. I'm going to be eating my breakfast and rehydrating here. Did a mountain bike ride and it was a little chilly out there today. First time I was thinking about wearing layers. I live on a hill and my first mile is all downhill. Once you hit the flats and start pedaling, it's all right, but that first descent gets a little nippy in the winter. Bella, welcome in. Welcome in, Bella. I'll have to watch for taps. Usually if I get a tap, I let it go quite a bit longer. But with the hot dog, they come off pretty darn easy, so. I always liked the back tree line here would be my favorite spot. Hey Masha, welcome in. I did catch you on the replay yesterday. Had you running while I was doing some stuff around the home. Appreciate you coming in here. Mayhem and Miracles is Masha. Yeah, how'd Skeeter make out last night? At some point I went to bed. I saw he caught one nice channel. This guy could be trouble, guys, just so you know. I've had some interactions with him before. He gets real defensive of spots, and there's just him and I on the whole lake, and he's going to cast right on my line. He's a weird dude. That's why I don't like places like this. People like elbow to come in right next to you, and I'd rather be out in a creek somewhere. But I'm gonna hit this spot. Tomorrow we're gonna hit the carp hole again, maybe in a slightly different location, but somewhere on that stretch, which to me is like real fishing. This is borderline real fishing. Even though I probably won't even do as good today as I did yesterday, still I'd rather do what we did yesterday. Tomorrow I'm trying to track down Eco. If anyone's seen True Eco, one of my members, I know he's busy with school, so he's probably not on YouTube much, but I really want to go fish the lake out by him. Just trying to get him to meet up with me. But I've never caught a channel out there. I never really targeted it. We've caught a lot of other species, but I saw a picture of the biggest channel I've ever seen in my life, and it just came out of there. So there's some giants in there apparently. Oh, my chat froze up. What the heck's going on now? I missed all these comments. Sorry, guys. I have an announcement to make. I don't like this spot. It's detrimental to my fishing career and my mental health. Yeah, 5 channels. I hurt Stuart's feelings here one night. That was probably our best night here, too. It was like 5 catfish in like an hour and a half. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, and I kind of came here for you guys, to be honest with you. I'm like, it's such a nice view that it's one of those things that's really nice to look at. So I had to show it off, you know. It deserves a spot. It deserves a day on our channel, I guess. So we'll do an hour, 2 hours when we get bored of this spot. We might hit the creek a little bit, and then we'll walk to the back and we'll set up the tarp, get some shade, and we'll hang out in the back part. And there's a creek all the way back there that feeds into it. I've caught the same like 3-4 pound bass here. I've caught him like 5-6 times. He's got a deformed jaw. Let me go back there and catch him again. You never know though, you know, there's a lot of fish that come out of places that are just overlooked. People tend to think like, just because you fish there and you catch all these 5 to 10 pounders, you think that means there's no 15 pounders and 20 pounders. The more I fish, the more I realize there's monsters lurking out there that just are way smarter than the average, you know, smaller fish. You just have to figure them out or get lucky. You can't beat this weather either for a nice day. My feet needed a day of rest too. My feet were wrecked walking out of those rocks yesterday. And it's not an easy hike in. I only showed you a couple minutes of that hike. I didn't want to totally burn the spot to the locals because it's kind of right under everybody's nose. But we didn't see a single sign that anyone's fished that spot. There wasn't anything down there. No trash, no lines, no nothing, no footprints. And it's really like, if people knew that spot was right there, they'd be all over it. Oh, I brought some other type of catfish bait too. Where I've used this, let me go look for it. Show it to you, it's behind me somewhere here. Maybe I left it in the car. The heck with it. Wasn't that great anyway. There was like a power bait, catfish bait, like a dough ball stuff. Never had luck with it anywhere in my life except for this one campground pond that we went to. And my gosh, those things just devoured it. We caught so many. We didn't even film them all. It got ridiculous after a while. And it was just a little campground pond, but man, it was fun. I like wild fish. You guys know who follow me. I like wild fish. I like the adventure of going out, crossing the creeks, and this isn't my typical game here. Yeah, lake I'm going to hit Friday. It's called Chambers Lake. It's another hour drive from here, but it's a serious fishing lake. It's a good one for sure. I caught a lot of them, the fish from the Sunfish King tournament. I caught a lot of them there, like the tough ones in week 7 and 8 of that 10-week competition. I pulled out like the yellow perch I got from there. I got the channel from there. A lot of the species I was having trouble I got there. And it's fully public, a legit lake. It's got some good fish. I just never knew there was giant channels there. Morning, Lisa Elliott. Oh, look, it popped up again. This chat's being funky. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. MPF, MVP. Why can't I say MVP? It's something like with my tongue just does not want to say that. I keep thinking of MVP. One of my newest members, if not my newest member. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It sure is scenic. It's got a nice view. J&J's in. Welcome, welcome. There's 2A. What's going on, guys? What are you up to today? Hump day. I think retired Rick's on tonight. He does the hump day. I had trouble saying it all day yesterday, or Monday, the member only live. Kevin was giving me a hard time. Still having trouble saying it. I think we'll have to just call you MVP. You're now MVP. Most valuable, MVF, most valuable fisherman. I like that better. I did bring some old hot dog buns too. I know Stuart's a big believer in bread for catfish, especially in these little ponds. It worked once before. I've seen that miracle work once before, so we may try it again today. You figure people probably come here feeding ducks, so they probably like bread in places like this. It's my initials. Too bad, you're now MVP. I'm just joking. We're gonna learn your name. We're gonna learn your name. It's gonna take me a while. It doesn't help that you can hardly see the dang screen. I mean, true. That is true. I could catch a seagull. ATC makes a good point there. Could catch a goose today. Some type of feathered critter. It's not like everybody walking around me. I like to be out in the woods. Let me extend my net pull. Like I'm really going to catch a fish today anyway. This will guarantee I don't catch nothing. Anyone can skunk for an hour. I'm going to skunk for 4 hours today. I'm due. After a 10 fish day yesterday, I'm due for a big fat skunk. Hey, Boxcar Jerry, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. It's today, Wednesday? What are you up to, Jerry? Jerry's got a great channel, a lot of good channels in here. But Boxcar is one of those channels I like to go in and give him a hard time. It's fun. MBP, see, I got it. We're fishing for both. I know there's channels in here. I could have sworn I saw a carp jump, and nobody seems to know. I've never seen anyone catch a carp in here. But I have two rods. The end rods are both set up with pack bait and hair rigs, like for carp. But I've caught a lot of channels on that setup anyway. And then the center rod is a more straight up catfish rig. So kind of, we'll see what they want. It's a bright sunny day. It's not the greatest day to catch cats, but I figured if I threw it where that water's all coming down from the drunk fountain, they might be hanging out under there. Alright, there is a girl shooting an Instagram video, apparently. Doing way more bouncing around than necessary. Let's see, just doing some painting at the model bench. Alright. Living the dream like you, that's right. Living the dream. Are you painting up your own stuff, or are you painting for another channel? Or is it a surprise? Hi Masha, you have a great day. Masha's always live around noon time. TikTok fever Israel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Terry B, what's going on, my friend? What do they call them? Social influencers? Is that what I am? Stacked with them here. Paul came in. Paul slipped by me here. He did. Driving and listening. Drive carefully, Paul. Welcome in. Another great member of the channel right there. Yeah, there's Masha's link. Thanks for dropping that link there, Stuart. Appreciate it. I only have a bell on the rod on the left, so you may not hear. We'll have to watch. We'll have to watch for takedowns. We're saying hi to each other. That's how it goes. You get a nice, beautiful view. No fish. Come on, fish. The view would be better with a fish in it. I know we're driving for the first 10, 15 minutes. So we'll fish till the 2-hour mark in this spot. And then we will move to the back of the lake. Try there. It's amazing. It's such a nice day. Back on now. Getting ready to take the trailer back. It's been storming, knocked the power out in 1 hour. Getting the storms down in Texas. Yeah, it's beautiful here today. Got 14 awesome people hanging out. Appreciate it. 19 thumbs up. I'm debating whether to go with the third rod tomorrow when we go back to the carp spot. I had 2 rods set up yesterday and both went down at the same time. And it was just total chaos. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind if I want to throw the third rod in. It might make it a little more entertaining. I could put 2 rods together and then I could put the third one, you know, about 50 yards up. I did that on the members only live and it really seemed to work good. Five inches of rain in Galveston, Texas in one day. Holy moly. Yeah, how's your garden doing, Jerry? I just put in fall lettuce and fall radishes. And I'm just like trying to, I'm hoping they get mature enough. Once it gets like cold, I'm going to put plastic up and try to, you know, keep those things going with the kale up to like Christmas time if I can. But I know they won't grow much. So you've got to get them up to like full size and then basically just let them do their thing out there, barely survive, and at least they don't go bad that way. I've got 3 pumpkins that are still on the vine. I don't know if they'll make it to Halloween. They're pretty orange already. I might have to cut them up and make pumpkin pie from them. Squash plant, we had a late squash plant. I think it just grew there on its own. So that one's doing good. It's got a tunnel in there. Usually our garden's like dead by this time of year, but it's doing pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong with my pickle garden. Jerry said I did pickles again. They're getting big. If they get pickles, fine. If not, no big deal. I swear I bought cucumbers, like the pickle variety. I swear I did. And all I have are cantaloupe everywhere. I got cantaloupe. I keep thinking I've trained one up over the top of my roof thinking it was going to be pickles. These dang cantaloupes hanging off my roof now. Flowers are good. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Jerry. I'll send you some seeds too. I'll go out in the garden and pick you some stuff you might want. We have a lot of flowers, and right now we got to harvest the, we do a lot of tea with our echinacea, our coneflowers, so I got to pick those and dehydrate those leaves. And then the herbs, I want to transplant a couple pieces from the sage and from the rosemary and oregano and thyme and start little indoor pots and then dry some out for the winter. That's what I got. Always busy in the garden. It's almost time to eat my sandwich and we've only been live 45 minutes. This is why I keep gaining weight. MVP said I used to garden a lot, then I just kind of gave up. There's still cherry tomatoes growing. Yeah, those cherry tomatoes always keep coming up, don't they? They're nice too. They'll fall down in the fall, at least around here, and get covered with leaves. And you can almost always go up there and move the leaves and find a few tomatoes that are ready to be picked. I got a ton of them. They sometimes bother my stomach. I can't keep up with them. I feed them to my chickens though. My chickens love them. Adventures and Stories with F4C. Welcome in, bro. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming over here. Another Jersey connection right there. Fishing yesterday was insanely good. We got kind of wore me out. We caught 10 carp in a spot that's pretty hard to get to, hard to get out of, and walk around's tough. Banks like ice. We got 10 of them. It was like a tiring type day. So today we decided I'm going to post up a nice view in this little pond and see if we can get any fish here. Last time we fished here, we did catch 5, but that was at night. So we'll see if we can get anything here during the day. You were just live. I figured you were probably live this morning. I sometimes pop in there when I'm exercising, but I can't chat much. When I get up in the morning, I get the kids breakfast, get them off to school, and then I do my exercising. And then I come right to this fishing spot for 10 o'clock. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, you know? Yeah, I appreciate you. You're a good supporter. You're always over here hanging out. Your lives are nice and laid back, just like Jerry's. Nice and laid back lives. I like it. No drama. Yeah, that'd be great if somebody could post up Jerry. Jerry doesn't take no BS. There it is. There's the link. Thank you guys. Yeah, he's been a long time supporter of our channel. Boxcar posted a video yesterday of how to find who your original supporters are with subs to your channel. I thought that was pretty cool. Might be fun for you guys to do. Go look up and see who the first few people in. Of course, Jerry's first person doesn't exist anymore. I think it was probably Boxcar Jerry's alternate ego sub to himself. That could be fake news. Yeah. I hope Zoe comes in today and gives Jerry a hard time again. That's fun. She's fun. I can't talk. I got 4 accounts now. So many dang kids. They all got their own. Well, I guess they're kind of their accounts, but they're all under like my email. Glacier Shark, what is going on? What is going on? Look at this place, man. Feel like I'm over in one of those fancy carp videos. Every time I come here, that dude's fly fishing 24/7. I come in the morning, middle of the day, at night. That dude is always here fly fishing. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a strange interaction with him. I don't know what his deal is, but he usually comes and fishes right next to me and then starts talking about like insane things. Another rainy day in Yucca. Yeah, it's pretty tough conditions here too. Pretty tough conditions. I'm making the best of it. ATC said, when I came in, I thought you were fishing the pond in Washington Monument. Yeah, good to see Forrest Gump run across it. Jenny! This would be a perfect place for your fancy rod holders right here, Glacier. Fancy rod holders would be just at home right here. We could get skunked in style. Drop 300 bucks and still get skunked. It would be awesome. Yeah, it's tough here. The conditions are like, I don't know, 70 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Just kind of want to lay down on this park bench and take a nap. It's too nice out. So I joined up with NJ Maniac. Yeah, this does have an NJ look to it. We don't have a lot of ponds like this around us, and this one's about an hour drive from me, but we don't have a lot of places, period, that have channel cats. So can't be picky, I guess. And it's catch and release, which is why there's any fish. It's the only reason there's any channel cats here. Any place that has channel cats, everybody from the city goes out and keeps every single one of them, and they're gone. You got to look for places like this if you want to target channels. Or down in the city where everything's so polluted nobody wants to eat them. But all the other spots, they just get fished out. NJ's going, yes, I saw NJ was going to hit saltwater. Stewart's always got to make everything competitive. Even if it's just him and I, he's got to make it competitive. And then I feel bad when I catch 5 fish and he catches nothing. So he's already in a bad mood because this is the spot I outfished him 5-0. On his live. Once again, I had to come in one of Stewart's lives so I could put a fish on the screen. I wasn't even going to fish that night. I had to run down here. Had my feet up, ready to watch some pregame football season. But it was like a bat signal. Bob, can you come catch a fish on my live? I said, all right, I'll come down. I'll come down. Mark's a good dude, man. I like Mark. I've texted him many times off air. We got a lot in common with back and neck issues and crap like that. He's a good dude. I do not look at people like that as competition. Most of you bounce around anyway. I know, like, I have the average time on videos. You do a short, the average, or the verticals, your average length's like 29 seconds. And my longs are about 20 minutes, which is really good. But still, 20 minutes, I'm out for 4 hours. So most people are bouncing around doing things. That's how I would be. I wouldn't stay in one live the whole time. I'm going to bounce around. I might have a home, but I'll bounce around, see what everyone's doing. Must be a pay pond. Well, yeah, I didn't pay nothing. I guess I got to pay money. Maybe that's the problem here, Glacier. Who do I hand the money to start catching fish? Stuart is in Scotland. He likes to stir crap up. That's all. Just wait till trout season. I'll be the only one with lives freezing my butt off out there. Yep, same here. We'll trout fish through the winter for sure. They're starting to stock in about a month. They start stocking some of the local spots. But we'll get out there for that. Hopefully we'll get some good ice and go up north and do some ice fishing with y'all. Yeah, he gets cranky, Gary. He gets cranky. Ron's wife and I bought on. Yeah, that's the curse. You buy a lifetime and you're done. You don't go back out. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to handle that. Like, if I'm going to do any hunting lives or not, and how I like market that. I don't want anyone coming into my live stream thinking they're going to view ASMR and then see a deer get dropped. Could be devastating. Glacier tried to video yesterday and my camera battery no go. Fishing was very good. Maybe got 1 minute recorded. Yeah, man, I know they're tough conditions. They're tough conditions, the blowing cold rain, and tough on batteries for sure. I may or may not have said that, Stuart, but I also knew I knew the audience in the room very well. North Jersey's actually pretty nice, and South Jersey's pretty nice. The Jersey I was referring to is almost straight across the river from the smelly Pennsylvania city of Philadelphia. Also pretty smelly. Lovely city, but smelly. And I think the comment I made was New Jersey is the only state you can smell from Pennsylvania, which it is. But I'm sure if you were standing in Camden, you could smell Philadelphia too. PA state, yeah, PA's runoff in the agriculture for sure. Yeah, you ain't wrong there, man. All that stuff goes down into the Chesapeake. Yeah, shut up, Stuart. Go to bed. Go to bed, Stuart. It's late. Not a single touch on these rods. I think I threw pack bait here one time, but it wasn't even on a method feeder. It was just on a regular hook. And I got the hot dog on too. I got digging through my bag, see what other tricks I can pull out of here. Hey Paul, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the fish are taking a nap or sleeping in. Maybe taking a nap. They might have been out here all night biting. They tend to do that. No pollution in Alaska. Yeah, that's for sure. Except down in the Kenai. Go down there, man. Down there once, it was like a junkyard right in the middle of the river. It was disgusting. It was like tractors and dude, how can that be legal? Yeah, I do need to go in and check that out. This guy's made 2 laps around the lake. Here comes an old dude. He's gonna show us how to do it. He's got one rod, a little net. This is the guy coming in. He's gonna come into the screen soon on the right side. He's gonna set up the first bench he comes to and just slay fish all day. Watch. Here he comes. He's the sleeper. He is the sleeper out here. He's gonna get him. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Fish on, fish on. There are fish in here. Bullheads count, right? Chubber. I caught a fish. I didn't get skunked. I'm thrilled. All right, let me get this guy off of here and get my pliers out. He didn't mess around. He just took that thing right down. That's a yellow bullhead right there. Also known as a pocket channel cat. You guys see him all right? It's hard to see in the glare. Let's get him back. Yeah, baby. It's a fish. I'm counting it. Certainly eating healthy, that's for sure. Got him on the pack bait. Those yellows usually swallow it too. I'm pretty shocked that it didn't swallow that down. Maybe the method feeder is the way to go for bullheads, just to avoid that swallowing. Half the time we catch them at the creeks, I have to eat them because they take the hook down. They taste good. This guy usually leaves. Once I catch a fish, I hurt his feelings. He usually leaves. The pond's actually huge. I'm 7'2" in real life, Glacier. I just have these huge hands I was born with. Yeah. You know, those chompers for a little fish, man. They have a good bite for sure. And they're also, they got the venomous dorsal and I think it's a caudal fin, the side fins. They got barbs in there that'll cut you up a lot more than a flathead catfish. They pack a little punch, those guys. But they taste good. That's more salt in the wounds out of the scars that I've opened up. Bringing back good memories. A beer commercial? Oh no, it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Less filling. Oh my God. Well, thank you for watching the commercial. You probably just gave me 3 cents for that, Rod. I probably just got 3 cents for that beer commercial. What kind of beer commercial was it? I'm curious. No, there's different. I'm not sure about that, Gary. There's yellows and browns. That's a yellow. You can tell by the fin color on the back, not even the coloration of it. But that's a yellow. I catch browns too. And they have both brown and yellow in here. But you're right in saying it's not just, it's like crappie. You can't tell by the color of it, like white versus black. You go by the vertical stripings, make it a white crappie versus the lack of that makes it a black crappie. They're more marbled in color without the vertical striping. But I'll fact check myself. But that's my understanding. Yellow and brown are two different species. Browns get bigger than yellows too. Bud Light? You gotta be kidding me. That's what they're playing, Bud Light. Get out of here. Did you get it too, Jerry? I think that says more about you guys than me. I don't think they market it based on my show. You guys must like your bad tasting beer. They're trying to sell you more bad tasting beer. Well, Gary, if you got it online, it's got to be right. That's all I know. Google's never wrong. I'll look it up, man. That's a really good point. I'm almost positive because I'm not great with fish identification, but I need to do it for like when I was fishing competitively and some of the YouTube stuff that I did. But you know who Nolan would know from Mission Discover, Kieran from Sunfish King. Those guys are excellent at fish identification. They would know for sure. One more hour. Hey, Mom and Sons, Tammy and Ray, welcome in, welcome in. We just had our first fishy of the day. We caught so many big fish yesterday. My arm was kind of, in full transparency, my arm was a little sore. But I asked the people that were in there yesterday if they wanted to go back and catch 10 more carp or try something different. And it seemed like the only people that voiced their opinion wanted to try something different. So we're here today. Tomorrow we will go back and catch more carp, hopefully. Duck. Miller Lite. That's better than Bud Light. Oh, and I'm Jerry also with the G. Call me Gary. Oh, I've been trying to say Gary. Gary. No, I know you're Jerry. But isn't it a harder like G sound, like Gary? I don't know. I also say water, so I don't know. I don't think I ever typed Gary. Maybe it sounds like Gary. But I knew it was Gary. I think I might say Jerry sometimes. States the black bullhead, the brown bullhead, and the yellow bullhead. And then there's the white catfish too. The white channel cat, I think it is. Or the white catfish is, I think, also technically a bullhead. I'm going live stream tomorrow night at 7. Will you come in and talk about your YouTube experience? What's tomorrow? Thursday? Can you send, do you have my email, Tammy? I think you do. If you can send me an email as a reminder, probably can do it. It's back to school night, but I think my wife's covering that. So yeah, I want to do it, so I should be able to do it for sure. You can tell me what you want me to say and all that stuff. Google knows the details. No, same as Jerry. All right, well, not my fault your dad spelled your name wrong, man. I'm just kidding. NFL starts tomorrow night as well. That's right, we don't have any teams. We don't have any good teams here. I'm just kidding. You got the Eagles. Hey, Yogi, welcome in. Good to see you. We got a nice scenic view for you. We just caught one. I believe it to be a yellow bullhead. We're just debating whether it was a yellow or brown. or if yellow and brown are even exist, and if it's just one species and they change colors. So I've got my homework to do. I'll do a little more research. I want to find out exactly what makes the difference between the two species. I know Kieran taught me it, and I just know by looking at that tail it's a yellow. Just be yourself. My Thursday streams are a mixed genre, YouTube channels and friends. All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't know if you had like a topic that we were talking about. Yeah, I'd love to do that. You said, Tammy, you said 7. Is that what time you said? 7 p.m. Eastern? You're on my time zone. I'm on your time zone. We're on the same time zone, I should say. Oh, thank goodness the breeze picked up. A little warm without that breeze. Gotta head up to the cancer center for a bit today. I'll see you soon, man. All right, hope the treatment goes well. Rest up, buddy. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in here. 7 p.m. Thursday nights. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I'll confirm. I believe my wife's got everything covered for the back to school night. So, yeah. Now, there's a chance I might be logging in from here or somewhere like this. Because Thursday nights is the day that I offered to Lyle. Like if he wanted a night where it's just me and him, it would be Thursday nights for fishing. But I can still do that. I can multitask. We'll post up for catfish. Yeah, StreamYard's fine. I'm good with StreamYard. You'll send me a link. I'll click on it. I'll pop up there. Yep, all good. All right, Bulk. Bulk's going to the bathroom. You may go to the bathroom, Bulk. You don't have to raise your hand. Stand up a little bit. I thought this table was going to be higher. I broke my tripod, so I got this little mini tripod on this table, like a dummy. Send you the link through. If you could email it, that would be better, Tammy. I have a hard time getting on Facebook Messenger still. It's gotten better. At least I can access it now. But it's sometimes goofy. It makes me log in 2 different ways. And if you can email it to my HillitInTheRiverLodge@gmail.com email, that would be the easiest for me to grab it. Okay. Yeah, I got your email. I'll just send you an email. Unless you, I don't think you changed it. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. A little bit slower day. Hey, Skeeter, welcome back. You missed a pocket catfish. A yellow pocket channel catfish. They're like a regular catfish, but you can put them in your pocket. Or the yellow bullhead, in real words, Skeeter. Pretty cool catch in the middle of the day. They don't like to bite too much in the day. He ate the carp bait. I caught him on the hair rig. The end rods are hair rigs, pack bait, and center rod is a traditional 8/0 circle hook. Awesome, doing the car camp at Centralia. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Let me know how that goes, because I want to go up there and do a Halloween camp. I want to camp up there on Halloween or Friday the 13th or something. Do like a ghost walk or something with Lyle. Gonna be live tonight around 7. I'll try to make it over there. I always pop in. I'll try to make it. I'll hang out. I'll keep you running either way. Yeah, Glacier. You guys want to hear a funny story? I think we're past the statute of limitations on this. We're pretty good, honest people. Lyle's a really good, honest person, but he tends to, he likes plants a lot. So he's known to walk around stores and places and greenhouses that sell plants, especially cactuses, cacti. And when there's a little baby plant, you know how they branch out and those things fall off. Well, he'll pick them up on the floor and put them in his pocket. And these are things that are being trampled to death. He saved them, is how he looks at it. So we have like 100 baby cactuses. But the point of the story is one day he found a whole bunch. And we were down the shore. And these were like on a pathway, so they weren't really owned by anybody. And I didn't see any type of hairs on them. I didn't see any type of anything on them. They just looked like plain green. So I loaded them into my pocket. And let me tell you what, they turned out to be prickly pears. If you guys don't know anything about prickly pears, I can't show you. You'd have to go to my OnlyFans page. I could show you. But it was not pretty. And that was like a year ago. And I've got scars all over still to this day. It was the most painful walk I've ever made in my life. Going back to that car with them in my pocket. Oh my God. Yo, Ray, fish head. Yeah, those things are evil. You don't even see them. And my eyes aren't good enough. I had them all over my hand, Tammy. All over my hand. And like you just have to wait like a week or two for it to work itself out. But my leg was all scarred up from it. Yeah, you can't even see those prickers. They're so small. Ray's another awesome member. Welcome in, Ray. Thanks for coming in here. I used to get stripers. That's stripers? Oh yeah, stripers, to make sure, every Halloween at the Route 50 bridge. I was wondering what Glacier was getting at that bridge. Stripers, nice. Yeah, I do want to do some, I want to fish for stripers this fall. I'm going to get down there and catch the peanut bunker and cast them out. This weekend, I got an invite from Travis to go down, but the weather looks horrendous, so I think everybody's bailing on that plan. Yeah, Skeeter, let us know. How'd you make out last night? Nice channel catfish and lots of bites. All right, cool. I grew up in Oregon and it's bigger and bigger on my aunt's deck. Oh, I grew one in Oregon and it got bigger and bigger on my aunt's deck. Did I hear a bell? They had to get rid of it because the spines were everywhere. You didn't even have to touch it. Yep. 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 We have them on our deck now. Good times. One stepped on a cactus at the beach and it got stuck in my foot. Ray, I crashed out west racing and I had them all over my body, man. somewhere on OLN, there's video of me. They interviewed me at that race because I was at the first aid tent and they were pulling them out of me. I used to have a triple cactus, used to flower pink flowers. Now that feels, ended up in the hospital for getting cactus spikes taken out. Yeah, massive named Plata prickle. Yeah, this thing will be like 5 feet high, this one. Once it grows, it'll be big. It's gonna cool off down there. You guys gonna do more camping? The Amelia video, is it Amelia Island? That didn't come out yet, right, Ray? We're in the early stages of planning our road trip to Florida. I'm wondering if that's worth a stop for us. How far is that from you? Yeah, I thought I heard something when I was reading chat there, Skeeter. That is who said that? ATC, I think. ATC's always on guard, man. I've noticed that already. He knows which rods are moving. That's the hot dog on a circle hook, so it should hook itself. I need to get some more bells. Big fan of the bells. That sounds about right, Glacier. You have a framed picture to this day of my old pet cactus. That sounds about right, Devin. So the one little one that that I almost poked myself to death with is now about 2 feet high and 3 feet wide. It's grown pretty big. His name's Prickly Pete. He was literally like this big when we picked him up. And my son Lyle named him Prickly Pete. So every day before school he runs out there to check on Prickly Pete. Got thorns stuck in your back. Oh, Prickly Pete. You guys are probably seeing my garden. I built it off the back of our patio. I built a cactus garden for Lyle. Filled it with cactus soil. Some of them are in pots buried in sand, and I'll pull those up soon. But some of them will actually survive the winter. So when it gets down around 0, I've got a electric cord, and I got one of those little heat rocks from my old snake tank. I'm gonna put that out there under like a tarp. Hopefully it gives it just enough for them to survive. I know people around me grow them and they just leave them outside, and every summer they're there again, so they come back. A guy called me at 6 a.m. He said, your boat's listing hard to the left. It's because I loaded all the fish on that side. That's awesome. There's Betty, Pre-Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and more. Welcome in. How you doing today, Betty? Man. Tonight I'll make up some more pack bait, and tomorrow should be another epic day like yesterday. I'm really thinking 3 rods. I'm thinking 3 rods. That spot, we're supposed to get rain Friday and Saturday. It's very likely that that's the last chance we fish that spot for the year. We're only there, that beach is usually underwater. We're only able to get out there because the water level's so low right now. But once that comes up, the weather cools down. Those rapids are already waist high. And then even if I were to hike the 4-mile round trip down off the other side of that mountain, and I come down where the parking lots are and hike all the way in, I don't know that I can even cast out there. And it's not like I cast a little bit. I got to cast all the way out there. I need to really... It's on the other side of the creek, and the other side of the creek is just You saw how the rock just drops off. I could do it, but doing it on a live and having a decent camera is a whole nother ballgame. I'd have to like wear the camera. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. When the time comes and we get desperate for spots, we'll check it out. There is Mom and Son Train Rail Fans link just dropped. Thank you, Stuart. That's called a Canadian lean, not a list. I'm lazy, so it's possible. Put fish on one side so I can clean one fish hold. Yeah, that sounds smart to me, as long as you can get away with it. You know your boat. We're going to move at the 2-hour mark, and it might be a little bit of a process, I'm not going to lie. Because I got this big dumb table I got to move. We've been live hour 27 minutes. We got about half an hour. Check that hot dog. ATC said that rod looks funky. It's possible I missed a hit. ATC was right.
Now that you left, now they're coming out of the woodwork.
So I'm going to put the circle hook on there now so I don't do that again. Alright, won't make that mistake again. Could have been a turtle. Don't know that it was a catfish, but it very well could have been. Wow, it's really hard to see. That sun just came out or what? It's really hard to see chat now. Again, there's Josh Parham, welcome in. Does the view still look good to you guys? It looks like it just changed on my end. It's probably just the phone doing its thing because it's so bright. Looks perfect. All right. And I will just struggle. Just struggle through it. See, I can't catch a gill to cut up here since it's a catch and release lake. But I can go to the creek nearby and grab one. So once we set up the other spot, that's what I'm going to do. We'll go get some bait. We've actually done better on hot dogs in here than any cut bait we've tried. It is sunny, all right. It is sunny. Got 11 people hanging out, 28 thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. I usually like the backside of this place better, but last time we were here, we smacked them good right here. So I figured we'd start here today and then move back. I don't think that back fountain was on last time. Check these lines. Make sure they're tight. Nice cold water. Kevin Van Dam. Pretty sure he lives here. I'm getting ready to move. I'll tell you what, I'm ready to try back by now. Let me go to the car. I'll need a chair back there, I believe. They put the benches so close to the water. It's impossible to go live that way. So I'll have to get a chair and then I'll move back a little bit from the water. Yeah, let me go grab the chair and the chest mount. I'll be right back.
Fish was biting this time yesterday. Yeah, I had over a 36 incher on a chatterbait.
Largemouth.
Lost them though. Couldn't stop.
Really? To a largemouth? Or?
Probably a flathead.
I didn't know they had flatheads in here.
I didn't know either until I asked that guy over there who fishes here every day. He showed me a picture of a 30 incher that he caught.
Interesting.
So someone put them in here. They never were in here before.
Yeah, they'll wipe out all the others, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Guys, full of misinformation. This guy's always a problem. Every time I see him, he's got some story. You know, there's flatheads in here. Never trust a fisherman. All right, guys, I'm ready to move. I can't really see chat. I'm going to get back to that spot. I've got more faith in it now than here. So we're going to start moving stuff. We'll get you. I'll bring the rods in first. We're going to go all the way back there. I don't believe them, but I also might throw a live bait on just to see. You never know. Those are turtle nibbles right there. That's what was nibbling there, I think, ATC. That was a turtle. Strap around these rods, and then I'll put you guys on my chest, break the table down, and see if we can get back there with one trip. That's usually how I pull my back out, doing something dumb like that, pulling up those stakes. Put my chair. Disconnect the battery for a sec. Okay, kiss your pretty fountain goodbye. We're moving. There's my ugly face. Okay. I wonder if my phone was like borderline overheating, even though it's not hot out. The sun is beating down on it right here. Looks like it maybe went into some type of mode where the screen is hard to see, or I bumped the setting. Okay. My ultralight solid wood table. Beautiful. Okay. did it. I did it. Off we go, guys. Off we go. How you doing? Yeah, I'm on YouTube live. Gotta have a show, you know, I have the tables, they can see what we're doing. Good luck. You wanna buy me a new tripod? Go for it, bud. So I'm gonna go on this bench. Kind of want to go around the back. I do have good. Thinks it's bad now. Where do I set the tent up? They're gonna think I'm completely nuts. Get down here. I don't know, I'm just debating whether I want to stay in the shade. Like fish the shade. I'm not talking about me personally. I can put the canopy up. I've caught some right here. I almost have better access off of this point. I think I gotta fish this point. Because I can hit the shade. There's nowhere I can hit from here. I'm really just limiting myself. I just hate trash. I hate fishing near trash. Lazy people. Clean all this crap up on the way out. It's disgusting. Alrighty, guys. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit my stuff down here, and then we're going to go try to catch bluegill and cut it up for bait real quick. Sit this here. The sun's going to be in our face either way. Strap on. We'll grab our ultralight out of here. Somewhere in here I brought some mealworms. We raise our own. They're there. Let's go try to catch bait. You know what? Let me be smart. Act like I've done this before. That's what we used to say in the construction crew. Let's act like we've done this before. That's one of my favorites. Let's act like we've done this before, you guys. Let's act like you know what we're doing. Knife. So you can legally fish and keep in the creek, but you can't in the lake. So. This will turn into 5 hours of trying to catch them, you know. At least it's cool in here. Be a little bit hard to chat until I'm back in the other side. Get you guys back in the mount. Where you guys at? Some beetles in there. Got one of Dave's jigs he sent me from Double Hook. Throw that out there. Kev's been playing with my drag apparently, but we got one. One cast, that's all we needed. That's all we needed there. Look away for a second. I dispatch this guy. Okay. Good to go. Pop this off. Alrighty. I'm going to cut this fish up. You guys might want to look away if that is something that bothers you. We are making bait here. These nerves are still going. Yeah, I should probably do this off camera. Let me just flip it around on me for a second. I don't need to deal with any of these issues that YouTube sometimes throws at you. So yeah, just take a look at my chin for a second and I'll be right with y'all. I saw a super chat for there for $2. I'll check that out in a minute. Appreciate that. I just want to cut the fish all up over here so that there's no questions on where this fish came from. It's clear in the video, hopefully, that I got it from the creek, not from the Pay to Fish lake, just in case I get questioned. Not the Pay to Fish. Damn it, you got me saying it now. Just to be clear, this is not a Pay to Fish lake. Okay. Well, that went as smooth as we could have hoped. Let's get back to the fishing spot and get back on cats. I'll get the rods out there, then I'll set up the tarp, I think. Figure out how we would do this. Tell you what, there's a nice cool mist coming here. This feels good. This might work. Heck yeah. Feels good over here. I'm not going to need the tarp at all. Hopefully it's not too noisy for y'all, but it looks awesome here. Let me catch up here. You got Dan in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, I first said Dan. That's right. Rod said first. Foreman told me on my first construction job, teach me to run machinery. He then handed me a shovel and told me that's the first machine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ho, 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 Skir. Ho, ho, ho. I swear I bumped something because it is so hard to see chat. Okay. I may have to put the canopy up just for the shade. annoys me. See how that looks here. Gosh, guys, I can't even see this. Let me, anyone know if I go in the settings, if I'll lose the live, if I just go in the settings? I'm gonna bounce down, try to do that. If I lose it, I'll pop back up, but I can't see anything. Alright. Alright, looks better now. Looks a little bit better. Yeah, it's not my phone brightness. What it was, it had something that, like, something that was good for your eyes. And that's the only thing that looked like it was on that I could turn off. Apparently that was it. I mean, it's not great. The sun is ridiculous, guys. It's right, like, in my face. So, we'll get these set back up meanwhile, and I might have to set the tarp up. I don't want to do. It's going to block all this nice breeze. Yeah, just have to deal with it. Get the other rods in. Too nice out, that's the problem. It's just too nice. We've got the fish head on now. We'll still put pack bait on the other two. See that rod? Let's see how that setup looks here. If I throw the third rod, we can move up a little bit. Whoa. Whoa, you guys almost went down. You guys almost went down big time. Right. How's that? Look good, guys? How's that view? Get back on the live chat. 30 people, or 30 thumbs up, 12 in. Appreciate y'all. Let me get that third rod in here. Let me know how that looks. And then we should be up and running for the second half here. All right, here we go. Yo, Kelly, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see. Hope you're doing good. Hope the fam's good. Bullock Experience. Retired Rick's in the house. I think, Rick, you're live tonight. Hump day. I think you're live tonight. A couple people live today, as always. We're trying a little pond today. We slammed the carp yesterday. We caught so many carp, we kind of had enough of carp for a day. Taking a little break from the carp. Now we're getting a mist. It's breeze. I might have to move y'all back. Let me know if it gets foggy. Got the day off, sweet. Tomorrow we'll be back chasing the carp again. Hope for another epic day on the creek. My arms and ankles needed some rest after that. It was like fishing for giant fish on ice. That mud was so slippery. Let me put the external battery pack on here. At least I'll be able to keep my solar charge today. I'll set some of it anyway. Yep. Yeah, it's still fully charged. That's cool. Yeah, Devin, that's it. One bullhead. If you're keeping score at home, which apparently Devin is, that's one bullhead. It's a pay to fish place, and I haven't paid enough, so I can't catch any. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a pay to fish place. Well, wait, I caught two. Glacier, I caught bait. You clearly saw me catch bait. That's two fish. I'm counting it. I caught a bluegill. Yeah, go to bed, Devin. Make sure you're there tomorrow. Devin's one of those guys that always show up when I'm not catching fish and point out that I'm not catching fish. I knew yesterday was going to be epic, and I know tomorrow was going to be epic, and I knew today was going to be like today. You know, I came here to see if I could catch a giant channel. Just like that guy. I'm telling you, there's rumors that there's giant cats hanging out in this little pond. Never caught one. I've caught a ton of smaller ones, but probably a bunch of fishermen just telling lies. But it's worth a shot. And it's a nice backdrop, beautiful day. Yep, I threw the fish head right on there. I always start with the fish head. Kevin and I argue about this all the time. He likes the tail better. I like the head. You should fly fish so you can. That's what Stewart's for. Y'all want to see fly fishing? We had the fly fisherman. He did 20 laps here. He got skunked. I put my fly on one cast, one fish. That's all I needed. If you want, Devin, I can go back over there. We can catch 20 more of those. But I'm gonna try to catch some real fish until my boat lists over like Devin's does. Then you will be crazy like he is. Well, he should have figured it out by now, because that dude's here all the time. You need to go sell your fish. Yeah, man. They don't last forever. Sell those things. What are you doing with them in your boat anyway? Yeah, so don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be catching mud salmon, Glacier. Make sure you come in and watch some more mud salmons be caught. You show up, I'll throw the third rod out just for your entertainment. I'll put it 50 yards away so you can watch me do the 50-yard dash every time that rod goes down. It'll be good fun. Who gave me $2 anyway? Who was that? Hey, Rod. I just had the little channel popped over there. I appreciate that, buddy. Got $2 for Rod. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's Rod Wilson, one of my newer members. Great supporter. 3 days. You know what we say? You know what we said in my part of Alaska, Glacier? We'd say 3 days is enough. People and fish start stinking after 3 days. Yellow-bellied mudsuckers. And if you're ever short on salmon, I can ship you up some carp. They'll never know the difference. Bear now, they love stinky stuff. Stinkier the better. Bear go right for that salmon. They love it. Don't disrespect my carp. They're noble. The carp is a noble fish. Reserved for royalty. Center rod got awfully tight. I got that right over there in the shade. 2 of them are in the shade, just barely. The third one's all the way down where I saw the UFO. Unidentified fishy object. It jumped like a carp. I could have sworn it was a carp. So I got pack bait down there. Some days it's not about catching numbers. Like what I want is, I want to see if there is a giant catfish in here that I can catch. And also want to see if I can catch, if there's carp in here. This place is packed with fishermen. And I've never seen so many fishermen who know nothing. You ask them what's in here and they just say, bass. I'm like, well, what else? They're like, I think that's it. Maybe sunfish. I'm like, well, I've caught crappie in here. And they're like, really? Yeah, hundreds of them. White rod just had a hit. Here we go, baby. That's on that's right on the UFO spot. That's my UFO rod right there. That was a definite hit on the pack bait. I want to see you eat the carp so I can look on your face. And I will, Glacier. I've got 2 on the playlist, maybe. Go take a look. Not only did I eat it, but I knew how good my cooking was. I gave it to my wife for Mother's Day. And I'm still married. Stuart, what is going on here? $2. You're a better fisherman than Devin. Devin, you need to do a short with your boat about to tip over because it's filled with fish. That would be an awesome live. Or short, I should say. I want to see that. All fishermen are liars except me. Yeah, exactly. Smoked carp. Not only like, you know, the whole thing, you can smoke anything, it'll taste good. But smoked carp is literally my kids' favorite thing to eat. Ever. Like that's their favorite meal. Smoked carp. It was that one legendary flathead. Yeah. Catfish hunter. Oh, it's Catfish Hunter. I feel like you have to sit out here 8 hours for about 3 weeks each day, and then you get Catfish Hunter. If I just post up and catch them today, it's like cheating. She must really love you. Yeah, it's true love, and she just knows good food when she sees it. And flushed it out. She probably fed it to her pack of wild cats that live in her house. You know you're fishing with the yuppie neighborhood when somebody leaves a whole bottle of Evian water here. I don't even think it's open. I tend not to drink from water bottles, I find though. Rod, 2 p.m. I'm pretty much going to fish till 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. That's kind of my hours, 10 to 2. That's about as much time as I can sandwich between chores and getting the kids on and off buses. That's why we did it that way. Now, if they're off from school, we might fish earlier or later, but we'll definitely be live from 10 to 2. The buyer wants the fish tomorrow because all the halibut and black cod boats came in with the storm. I'm sure they'll taste even better on day 4. You just let them hang a couple weeks like they do with deer. Better fire up the smoker. I've caught channels out of that brush pile over there. I don't know how deep it is, but I've caught them out of there. And I feel like there's always a catfish hanging out at the fountains. There's some structure there. Each fountain probably has a resident catfish. They're on commercial salt flake ice at 33 Fahrenheit. That's why you get them, and you got to eat them in 2 days. Because they're in Devon's Hall for a week. White rod's going. Come on, baby. Take her down. I'm going to get roasted out here today. Yep, I saw that one. White rod's been moving a little bit for sure. Five days on ice. Yep, and the buyer plays around. Yeah, that's why I don't eat salmon around here. It tastes so bad. I loved it in Alaska when we caught it ourselves. I did love it. But I'll be honest, I loved it up there, but down here, it always tastes old to me. Come on. Comes the mist again. It feels good. Hopefully it won't mess the camera up. I don't buy the farm raised. It's still wild caught, but I'm sure it's still fake. They love these terms: fair trade, farm raised, open, no cage or cageless. They paint this beautiful picture in your head, but you get a whole nother reality once you research it. All right, Rod, sounds good, buddy. No worries. I'll put the times in the comment section. If you visit, just look down in the comments. I'll have the times there. And once I get the comments all done after the live, I kind of got a routine going. After the live's over, I put all the timestamps there of the catches, and then I put a community post, basically, talking about the day, thanking everybody. And that's when you see that post, the timestamps are in there. Find my product, it will say hook and line troll caught. I've never seen that, but I don't go to like a fish market, so you'd probably have to go to a fish market to maybe see that. Oh yeah, yeah. There's somewhere out there. There's a live, all three poles down at once, or a short, I should say. I believe it was short. There was a video. Definitely did a video on it because we were recording with the GoPro at the time. All three rods went down, and we got all three in. It was chaos. But I had Kevin with me. Of course, he was like 4 at the time, but I did have him with me. 3 by myself, not yet. 2. Yesterday was the most fun I've had. 2 rods down. Yeah, it's a while back there. It's a while back. I'll try to remember to go look for it today. White rod's jiggling. Come on. Tighten that up. Probably a bullhead. I don't want him swallowing it. Gotcha, Costco. Costco in Anchorage is killer, man. We'd always hit that on the way out to our place, order a bunch of stuff out of there. Their Costco's are better out there, man. They got some the Hills Brother coffee you can't get here for cheap coffee. That stuff's good. Let's see Wendy's comments. Let me go look. You could always throw Stewart in to see if you can catch a fish. I thought I read that. Maybe I read it to myself, but I say that one. Sometimes I read them and I'm waiting. I'm like looking at a pole and then I think I said it. We're on the Hulitna River, out by Sleepmute, Aniak. Sleepmute's the closest town. We're 40 miles up, river miles up, north of Sleepmute. Keys under the porch. Knock yourself out, buddy. Yeah, 5K. Place down the river sold for 1.2 million down in Sleepmute. I think I'm going to hang on to it. Come on, fish. What time is it? 2:16. We'll give it to 2 hours, 30 minutes. I'll check all the baits and recast. mix it up too. I'll put the I'll cast the catfish rod somewhere else. White rod's definitely getting tugged here. Hey Ralph, welcome in, welcome in. Hope all is good. Yeah, it's like a 4-hour flight west of Anchorage. We fly from Anchorage to a town called well, we can go in on a Beaver, but we usually fly from Anchorage, Lake Hood, into Aniak. And then from Aniak, we kind of backtrack a little bit to Sleep Mute. You can just pull Sleep Mute up on the map, you'll see it. We're pretty much dead center of the state. We're interior. It's off the Kuskokwim River, but we're way east of the Kuskokwim Bay that's on the west coast. We're like in the middle of the state. Terry's got the trailer back. Oh yeah, man. We picked that spot to pick the best fishing spot that we could get to for guiding. We didn't put money like in play at all, so that was our strategy long term when all the other spots are fished out and we're sick of them. Our place has awesome fishery, and it's wild salmon. It's not the different brand that they have down in Anchorage and Kenai. We still have full wild run, not those EPO fish they put in. Tons of moose, man. We live on a lake that goes out to the river, the Hulitna River, and they have their babies right in our lake. We see them out there all the time. I got video on VHS of a grizzly bear ripping a moose apart right on the lake, right in front of us. Someday I'll spend the money and get that stuff on video and put something out. But I got some really cool video from out there. The caribou migrate right through our property. It's beautiful. You can go up the top of the mountain, hunt sheep up there if you want. Raptor wheels back in. Hello again. I have 40 minutes until my next session. All right, let's go. Let's recast. Will's got 40 minutes to make this happen. Bella. Yeah, we have caribou. Yep, we got brown and black bears up there. We've got we got a lynx. Spotted 2 lynx on our property. Wolverines. We got all kinds of good stuff. We've had bears in our cabins many times. That's all I'm going to say about that. Like a lot of black line on that one. I want to put the fish head out over there. So we caught a bluegill in the creek across from us, Will. Throwing that out. Biggest catfish we caught. Right there. Must be a hole there or something. Cast right there. Yeah, today's not a total surprise that it's this slow. A little more of a long shot. Tomorrow should be action-packed again. Not always about numbers. Sometimes you have a goal in mind. Today was to see if we could get some weird giant catfish that people talk about in here, or catch a carp in here, which I've never seen anyone catch, but I could have sworn I saw a carp. It jumped just like a carp. All right, fresh bait on for Will. Let's go. We got to catch Will a fish before he's got to go back to class. Let's do this a little bit. Yeah, that rod's on the picture. Bears. Glacier. Damn, the sun is brutal, guys. You ever hunt moose up there? Yep, yep. Yeah, Ralph, all good here, buddy. Thanks for asking. Hope everyone else is having a wonderful day. It costs a fortune, all right. When you go up there, you might as well just stay. And it changes, man. It changes big time because the gas is all flown out there. Especially if they can't get the barge up the river, then the costs are like 4 times higher. So you're trying to book a trip a year in advance. So we ended up trying to get out of the travel business. But you know how people are, they want their hands held. They don't know how to get up there. It's tough, but we were doing good. We were like fully booked out. We just weren't expecting to have kids. And it's a blessing, I guess. Came out of nowhere and wouldn't have it any other way. But it wasn't like we came down here because we weren't making money. We had just figured it all out. We had just turned profitable and went from, it was our first year getting fully booked. Fully booked, didn't have any room. Yeah, I don't normally talk about hunting too much on there, even though I do hunt. And the one live I mentioned something about it and had an issue. It's like you're allowed to talk about hunting, but you can't use the GUN word or something like that. It was something silly. Glacier bow hunt, but I had my elbow last year, so I haven't been able to practice. Can you do crossbow? I was up in Alaska. Never looked into that, but you got it, like an arm issue or something. And we tried to switch my dad over when he had his heart attack. Tried to switch him over so he didn't have to worry about pulling anything back. He got into it. Freedom. Yeah, here you can do it. They changed that rule in Pennsylvania a couple years back. You can now crossbow in archery. That's a game changer for us. I mean, I'm not out there for the sport of it. I'm out there to fill the freezer. I don't care, Terry. So's going to Walmart. That's cheating too. Cheating. Can't tell you the last time I bought beef. I tell people this story all the time. When I first started going up to Alaska, you know, you learn all this stuff about, like, you know, the Eskimo cultures and everything. And I went up there with this like romantic view, and then I got up there and they're like, you know, gut shooting bears so that they would run away and die not on their own property but die elsewhere. And it's like, man, this is so different than what I actually learned in school. And I kind of like went to a place where I didn't really, like, you know, like a lot of the people from the lower 48 kind of have a disrespect for some of the natives, at least in my experience. It might vary depending around the state. But then I've spent enough time with them that you get to know what they go through, and you're kind of like, well, yeah, you know, that's their real life. That's their everyday. You know, these are things they have to deal with every day. You can't come from a place of you know, lower 48 and just, the idea of dropping a moose isn't like a 1 hour ordeal. It's like an all day affair. You know, you don't shoot it in the right place and it runs off. They're not tracking it. They're just not. And that, you know, coming up in Pennsylvania where it was just such a sporting thing to do, how many deer did we pass up because the shot wasn't just perfect, or the deer wasn't the right type and just the right size and all this stuff. And their rules are set up that way. I'm sure you know, like with the hunting rules, the natives up there kind of get first crack at everything. And then if you're coming from out of state, if you don't have the resident license, not only do you pay a ton more money, but at least in our area, like, you can only shoot, you know, trophy moose basically. You know. Cows are off the table completely for non-residents out in our game unit. Will's having a pretty good day. Amazing afternoon. When I caught 2 nice smallies, one was about 20 inches. Did you get that on your channel, Will? Oh, middle rod just got banged. That's the same spot it was getting hit before. Different rod, same bait, same spot. There you go. You might take it down, guys. Probably a bullhead the way it's pulling. Try to get this one in here before Will's got to go back to class. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they're 2 big bass, buddy. They're nice, man. 20 and 18 are hogs for around here. We get the subsistence hunt. Yeah, yep. Exactly. You guys can hunt right around town. Yep. Lower 48 is what they call it up there. They call it the lower 48. '47, really. And then there's Texas. It doesn't really fall into any of those. Don't normally upload release videos out there all day catching anything. Yeah. Yeah, the release videos are pretty easy to do. Like if you know, you take a picture of it, get them in, put them in a net, get a picture of them, and then get the release. It's a cool video. Nice way to remember the fish. There for a while, like that's all our shorts were release videos because I think they're cool. I just like watching the fish swim off. Got 13 people hanging out. Appreciate you guys on a slow fishing day, but beautiful. Well, hold on guys, I see bubbles out here. I'm gonna go for a walk. We might have spotted some carp. Trying to think how I can do this. I see bubbles out there. I'm almost positive it's carp. I'm going to take one rod. I got to move it down because there's a cable going to that fountain and it's on the other side. If I get one, then we'll move the whole setup down there. Pretty much out of pack bait, but I got some bread. I don't know why that won't work. I better go put the bell on that one too. I don't think you'll be able to see that one off the picture. Just put one just out of picture here. Hey Buggy, see somebody comment? Let me try to stare at this. Dang, sun is so bright here. I think we got Backtrack Hooligans popping in. Welcome, welcome. And we got Buggy. Bugman is on every single morning. I always got you running in the background, getting the kids ready for school and all that junk. Getting ready to take mom and dad to the dock. We'll be listening. All right, be careful. We love water fountains. Aaron, what's going on? We came here basically just for the water fountains, apparently. We got a bullhead, but some dude was telling me about this huge catfish, and then we heard the story again today from some other guys. So I don't know. I honestly don't really believe it. I've caught some small channels, and not small, I mean decent, 10 pounders, but nothing 30 inches or anything like that out of here. But we needed a fountain day. We came down here. I also wanted to see if there's carp in here. So I could have sworn I saw one roll. I just saw bubbles down there, so I casted a rod off screen. If that goes down, then we'll move more rods down there. If it goes down, I'll turn the camera so you can watch me. The middle rod's shaking again, isn't it? You can't have good weather and good fishing, or a scenic place and good fishing. It's got to be smelly mud hole that produces fish. It's always the way it is. Yesterday was pretty nice. It was a mud hole. I almost broke my ankle running around that place. We're gonna go back. If you guys saw the live from yesterday, we caught 10 carp there. It was all nice carp. Epic day. I got messed up ankles. I got so many messed up issues. I could hardly walk when I woke up. My ankles are all torn up. So I figured I'd give them a day off. I'd come play in the fountain lake. Tomorrow we'll go back and catch more carp. I'll probably do 2 carp rods, and then third rod I'll set up for channels. Sorry I missed your live. Been busy around house. It's cooler getting things done. Yeah, no worries, man. I know people have lives outside of YouTube. People spend too much time on screens, so I totally get it. Back in the day when I was a charter captain, we would use an axe and chop up all the rockfish for chum. Nice, 300-pound halibut would eat a whole rockfish. Dang. Exactly, people get busy. ATC, I've never really gold prospect up there, just because like life never got like easy enough for me to do it. I have my gold pan up there, and I thought about doing it, and I do want to do it. My older boy is all into that stuff. We take a few trips around here, like Herkimer, New York. We go up there for the diamonds, but they also have like the gold panning. We do that. We do a lot of the pay dirt and stuff like that. And we've panned a couple creeks in our area just to kind of go through the motions. But yeah, for sure, it's something I want to do more up there. And we don't have any power up there, so everything's gas generator. And we can't afford anything, so as we try to catch everything ourselves and stock up on food and smoke trout, it's a full operation just to keep things going up there. Someday, we were getting to the point where we were like getting organized and had just finished the house. I like put all, like the inside was nice. No more bug issues. It was nice, man. No mosquitoes on the inside of the house at night. And everything rolling nice. Then it was time for some kids. Let's see who we got here. Nolan's in. What's up? Checking on from study hall. You know where we are. I believe you know the spot. We had to take a little bit of a break from the carp today. We're going to be back in the carp hole tomorrow, though. Oh, that breeze is nice. We got 18 awesome people, 42 thumbs up. All right, enjoy the weed eating, Aaron. Enjoy that. Don't work too hard, bro. Thanks for coming in, man. Come on, fishies. 43, sweet. 43, 45. All right, we had some people slacking on the thumbs up. Nice, thank you guys. Very cool, very cool. Yesterday was probably one of my best lives ever. We didn't hit 50 on it. YouTube's funny like that, man. I swear people want to see you get skunked more than succeed. But a view's a view, man. A view is a view. That's the most frustrating part. People think, there's a lot of channels out there too. They think like great fishing equates to like, you know, more views, and not necessarily. That white rod's getting bumped. I can't see it. It's off screen to you guys. Let me turn the camera down here. We got the bells on it. It was rocking pretty good. It might go, guys. I cast it over there. I saw bubbles. Would love to see that go down. I would love to prove that there's carp in here, since nobody seems to know. Hey, Buying Space, welcome in, Myra. Hope you're doing well. Don't let the head cement close to the eye on the hook again. Make sure those eyes are open. Kevin will complain. He will lodge a complaint to Stewart Fish Whisperer Fly Tying Headquarters. It doesn't matter if he catches 50 fish. If that thing falls apart on 51, you're going to publicly hear about it from Kevin. He doesn't hold nothing back. But he can take it. All right, Nolan. Good luck with homework. When do you go live? We'll help you with your homework. No, we probably will know nothing. We will probably not be able to help you at all. Kevin wanted to do that. He wanted to go live and have people help him with his homework one night. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Silent study hall. Yeah. One thing's for certain, there's definitely a giant flathead here. We have a very reliable source. The suspicious guy who walked 4 laps around and couldn't catch a sunfish. You have a complaint department. Oh, a compliments department. Oh. My complaint department looks a lot like a trash can. I saw you going live, and you were live in your car in the rain, and you were complaining about like when you can go live and when you can't. Somebody else was having that same issue. I think Skeeter was having trouble with that a while ago. It's so strange. And remember, Kevin's review is paramount. Stewart's flies have eye too small. That's all I know. Glacier, if Stewart's giving you a hard time, you should go clip that sucker into a short. Kevin complaining about Stu's flies. Nope, Rod, just got that yellow bullhead, and then it's so bad today I'm counting the bluegill I caught for bait. That's it. Hey Jody, welcome in. There's Pontoon Jody. Can't go live from my house, but I can from my car. I have an issue where my live, as soon as I walk out of my house, it has an issue. It, like I can't go live from my tree stand, which is a problem because I was planning on doing some like ASMR stuff out of there. I don't know. Let's see if we can get something else to bite. Tomorrow we'll be back at the carp hole we were at yesterday. I was hoping to pick up a daytime channel here and maybe a carp. All I'm getting is sunburn. I'm gonna keep moving this bait around here. Fish head. See if we can find something hungry out here. I got a Red Bull in the fridge, Jody. I'm planning on drinking that Friday night and actually staying up for one of your shows. I love watching your show. I usually fall asleep in the middle of it or before it even starts. Let me get back on these rods here. Yeah, we got an hour yet, and then Stu's gonna be live tying flies. We'll give the fish the hour, see if we can catch anything. Guys are 21 in the house. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Make sure you come back tomorrow when I'm actually gonna catch fish. I swear there's fish in here though. You guys saw one, right? I caught one out of here. So there is fish in here. It's not just like a swimming pool. They're just on a diet or something. I'll be going live. Skeeter's going to do his Centralia car camping tonight. That is awesome. I'm sure Lyle will be checking that out at some point. He just turned 13, which is like adult life in YouTube apparently. You can pull off all the monitoring stuff. So he was all excited because he got some notification that his permissions have changed. He's all thrilled. Get mom out of his hair. I'm just munching on an apple. Don't mind me. Oh, just signal. I have a horrible, it's like right on the edge of like my Wi-Fi, I guess, and it just goes in and out like it's trying to latch on to my house. I have to try to figure out what setting that is. But we live on like a pretty big ridge, and I hunt right down in the valley, right next to the creek. I don't even know. We have 3 apple trees. It's a pretty nasty one. It tastes good. It just looks ugly. We have 3 apple trees, and there are 3 different breeds. Oh, there we go. Of course, with the apple in my mouth. Come on. Right here, guys. That's the pack bait. Same spot. There's probably a bullhead over there. I think one's a Golden Delicious, one's a Macintosh. I forget what the third is. I think it's the third. I know a Macintosh when I taste one. Golden apples I don't really like. This is kind of in the middle. Jody, appreciate you stopping in. Just like a YouTube rock star. I went for a bike ride this morning, Jody. Good thing you weren't watching. I was flying through every stop sign. With blatant disregard for my safety. We live by a, now what are they called? A mill or something. I forget what the word is, but a press, apple press. There's a apple press not far from us, and they take all the apples from the orchards around there and turn it into apple cider right in front of you. It might be a cool trip to take you guys on. We get boxes of, what are they, secondhand? I forgot what they call them. But they're like, they take out all the good apples, and then there's all the others. And there's nothing wrong with those apples. Got a booster. What is a booster? Backtrack hooligans coming in with the drama. Neighbor's truck exploded in the driveway last night. Sounds a little suspicious. I hope they're okay. All right, Will. Have a good day, bud. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully they're not in it, but why did it explode? Got me at the edge of my seat here. Right, but Sam's drunk. Yeah, we take all those apples and we make applesauce, apple butter, apple pies, and apple rings, the dehydrated. We process like a box or 2 a week. When it first starts getting like cold in your house, but you don't want to turn the heater on, we almost like supplement heat with drying stuff. We get the big dehydrator fired up, and it runs for like a whole month. And then we got the crock pot running in the other room. We just, like the applesauce and the apple butter, we just make it right in the crock pot. Sounds good, Will. Oh, we just had a fish jump right in front of us. There is hope. Yeah, we'll be about an hour yet. And then I got to boogie out of here right on time because I got an hour drive and the kids' bus is going to be there right after that. It's a tight schedule. He's at buying space. Same thing. Just like in the summer, we avoid trying to cook inside whenever possible. More cold meals, more meals out on the grill. The winter time, it's like we're baking especially in the fall, we're baking stuff left and right. Why not, right? I miss my wood stove in Alaska. That's the one thing I miss. We had a nice wood stove and we could cook all kinds of crap on it. We put the coffee on it. Eddie Gross, welcome in, welcome in. We got 22 awesome people in here. Appreciate you all. As I'm talking with my mouth full of apples here. Hoping for channel or carp out of here. We caught one yellow bullhead, pretty big for a bullhead actually. And across behind me there's a little creek. We went over there and I caught a bluegill for bait. It's one of those days that are so slow that you're counting bait as catches. Tomorrow will be better, I promise. Now, I bet you in a month when it's pretty cold out, nice warm sunny day like this, you're more likely to get a catfish to bite when they actually want the warmer weather. Right now they're probably just happy as clams right at the sunset time. Myra already pulled that out. I already ate my sandwich. I can only take like an hour with no fish. So I ate that right around the hour mark. My cooler's empty. I don't know what to tell you. My cooler's totally empty now. I always underestimate how much food I'm going to eat. I came here to eat sandwiches and catch fish. I'm all out of sandwiches. I'm probably still not going to catch any fish. Just pretend this is one of those ASMR lives and just looking at a pretty water fountain. And there's the slightest chance I run over one of these poles and bring a big fish in. I pack my own lunch, Stuart. I run the kitchen in my house. They ain't packing me nothing. I run the kitchen in my house. I do all the cooking. I shouldn't say all of it. 95% we'll say. That being said, sometimes they leave nothing in the bread bag but the butts of the bread though. And that's all I have to make a sandwich with. Oh, I stretched my legs. That's where I'd be if I was a catfish. There's the bottom of that water fountain. Plenty of shade off that tree. It's gotta be a catfish there. Hungry for a big, smelly chunk of fish. Is that what you call them? Heels? They sometimes are. Jody's back. Welcome back. I was just saying, good thing you didn't, well, I wasn't live, so nobody saw it, but it's a good thing I wasn't live and you weren't watching me ride my bike this morning down that trail. Ooh, we got bubbles over here now. I don't know if that's a turtle though. It could be a turtle. I could be casting into these bubbles thinking I'm casting at carp and I'm casting at turtles. I'm pretty desperate though. I think I'll take a turtle at this point. Terry's home. Welcome home. Just do a payback, cook your own tea for them, leaving 2 gillies of bread. I don't have to do that, Stuart. It happens plenty of times as it is. Catfish master. Jody is the catfish master. There's turtles out of here, Jody. There's turtles out of here. I can't believe I'm on a, I gotta say, it hasn't been my best year of fishing. It's been solid. But this is like the least amount of turtles I've ever caught. And I've seen more than ever. I think they've all like got to know me and they just know that don't mess with my hooks. Alright, fine. Jump on the bandwagon there, Stuart. Throw some more turtles up there. I don't know to take that as a positive or negative, the fact that I can't even catch a turtle right now. I did get a big one a couple weeks ago though. That was probably one of the bigger snappers I've caught on the Member Live. It was a nasty one. Awesome, Terry. Glad it's a good picture. As Kevin says, it would look a lot better with a big fish in it, though. Ah, we hit 50 thumbs up. That's awesome. Very cool. Sure, Bob. That's awesome, Jody. That's awesome. It hasn't been our best year catfishing. Wasn't as good as last year. But overall, fishing in general has been better. Also helps when you're home all day. you got time to go find the one area that might be producing. But last year, it's just like a lot of pressure doing like a video a week and really only fishing, you know, for the most part, weekends. Unless we snuck out before school or after school or something. Always felt like we were looking for the fish. We never set up in a spot where we knew they were yesterday. We're getting to do that a lot this year. Like yesterday, we knew it was going to be good. I tested the spot out 2 days after I discovered it. We caught 6 there and then shut the live down and then popped up public and caught 10 more. On your end, even better. One of these rods have to go down. I kind of believe that when it's sunny like this, I kind of like to think all the catfish are just kind of held up somewhere in their favorite spots and they're not like going to go out to find bait. So I tend to cast a lot, but and I'm only basing that on the catfish that we've had as pets over the years. They don't leave their little hiding spot till I turn that light off in their aquarium, and then they come out like sharks. But I know if I drop, like there's an old pipe that he lives in our aquarium. I know if I drop a piece of meat down in that pipe, you'll see him nail it. You see me casting a lot more than normal, that's why. Nolan is back. Stuart's going to be live at 2 for the after party. Keep in mind, Stuart, I did catch a fish today. I actually caught 2 fish today. I did catch 2 fish today. So I don't want to hear the S word come out of your mouth. I know, I catch 2 fish and it's a bad day. That's how good of an angler I am, Stuart. But you know me, I'll probably pop over to the creek just to catch 30 sunfish before it's over, just so I can say I caught 32 fish. Kind of think you sabotaged me, Stuart, because I was set to fish for carp again today. This was Stuart's idea. He wanted to go somewhere new, he said. Try somewhere else. You're catching too many fish here. Try somewhere else. Who tries somewhere else after they have a day like we had yesterday? I don't know how I let you talk me into that move. I caught so many fish I had to take Advil last night. Put icy hot on my elbow. I know, man. Don't leave fish to find fish. Especially mud, mud salmon. We found they were all holed up. Not only did we catch 10, on the way out, I found another hole that we didn't even fish that had at least 20 in there. Another tank of a carp in there, 30 plus pounds. And I said, nah, you know what? Let's drive an hour with gas at $5 a gallon and go fish in some weird pond that's got a pretty water fountain for y'all. Tiger Bomb, I've tried that one. I don't like any of those. I like BioFreeze is the only one I'll use. I tried, I think it's capsaicin one time. And I don't want to go into details, but yeah. That stuff is like made from like cayenne pepper. Brutal stuff. How you doing? Yeah. Any luck?
I've never, I just got here. I've never seen this place, so I don't know it's here. Saw it on through the map.
Yeah.
It's on the right-hand
We've
side.
got some nice largies, and we're live on YouTube. We fish it. There's some channels in here. We got a nice bullhead. It's okay.
Cool.
Change of view. There's some decent. I catch the same bass every time I go bass fishing here, but it's like a 4-pounder. He's big.
Oh wow. What's your YouTube channel?
Anything is possible.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You should see a little live button here. We caught 10 fish yesterday, so we decided to come down here and catch nothing today, apparently. That was our logic. I don't know, we weren't thinking straight. We wanted a new place to go. Yeah, that's us. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yep,
Good luck.
you too. Can't have that unless surgery or broken bones. Tylenol 3. Tylenol 3. Yeah, I don't deal with the painkillers. I won't use an opioid product unless I need to use one. I use way too many when my back and neck were busted up. That stuff's horrible. People talk about like overusing it. I mean, I was like, by the third one, I needed more. That stuff's dangerous. But when you need it, you need it. Ernie, what's going on, buddy? There's another hog snatcher right there. Not the Ernie the hog snatcher, but the river rat the hog snatcher. We caught a little baby catfish today. That's about it. Sunfish and a baby, well, bullhead. Actually a big bullhead, but tiny catfish. Yeah, man, it's addictive. It's addictive at a weird level too. Like, I get like drugs and alcohol and addictions like that, but this thing's a different feeling. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. It's like your body's like in cahoots with it. And it like makes you think, like, not only do you just want it, but it makes you think you actually need it. I don't know. But I needed it when I busted my neck. I broke the vertebrae. Like the third one down. If you break the fourth, you're dead. It was bad. It was bad. Took that crap and I was like sitting on the back porch. Couldn't remember my name. Horrible. Why are the bees on me? I don't even have any bait on me. Lord. I'm gonna wash my hands again. I'm gonna get stung again. Hope the 30-inch flathead doesn't come up and bite me. Caught him out of that spot before too. I'm gonna let that one sit there a good bit. That should be a good spot. Felt like it was actually a little deeper right where I just casted it. Yep, dental surgery, yep. You had a back fusion. I was in need of a back fusion. They went and x-rayed it and they said they naturally fused. Back stuff's messed up, yeah. NJ and I have the same issue, actually. We have a lot in common with neck and back issues. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you're brought up around all these things that people say are addictive. But when your doctor gives you something, and says, oh, well, take it for a week. Now they're like, everybody kind of knows, but I mean, I didn't really know much about that stuff when I was prescribed it. And I have a, I know, I can imagine what people go through that get hooked on it. So I felt like I was on that edge. And then people like what Rod's saying, when you need it, like then that's even worse. Thank God it exists. So like there's some people out there like that should never be used, never should be banned. Like, well, that's the other side of that, man. There's people out there in some type of chronic pain situations. It would be unbearable. The quality of life wouldn't even be there. I don't want to talk about that stuff. Yeah, I'm not that old, Ernest. I'm not that old yet, but I'm at the age where I start waking up with like sprained ankles. That's new for me. I wake up and I'm like, I didn't do nothing wrong. My neck can't turn my head. I think that's just the wind. That Rod looks a little suspect. I'm going to assume it's the wind until it tells me otherwise. And not even 10 years ago, I was racing at a world level in professional sports. So you'd think you wouldn't expect to be within 10 years in a spot where you get up and you have trouble walking, But then once I warm up and I get moving, I'm fine. You step out of bed and feel like you got 2 broken ankles. Like, what the heck? Yeah. As much as we blame the drug industry, and they got a lot to be blamed for, big farm and all that stuff, but man, where would we be without it? Some of that stuff anyway. You got a lot of like great scientists and stuff, and then you got bad scientists, and then you got people in it for the greed and all that stuff. That's usually how it all goes south. I'm done talking about that stuff. Come on, fish. I want to talk about fish and how much the fish might or might not weigh. Oh boy. So who's fishing tonight? Who's fishing? Skeeter's camping, I know. We got Skeeter camping out. That should be fun. I'm gonna put Skeeter on the TV. I'll probably put him on I'll probably put him on my what's that thing called? Tablet? I don't know. Laptop, I guess. Laptop. I'll put them on there. Then I can interact with chat. I usually put somebody on TV and I won't even comment on theirs. I'll just put them up there and watch. Whatever's got a nice horizontal view, I'll put their live up there and watch them, or I'll put some videos on. Run a playlist, something like that. Track Hooligans. He's live 5 p.m. Eastern. We know Stewie's going on. I can't see those like retracted. Let's see. Yeah, that goes for everybody, keeping it family friendly. I mean, Stuart, you said whiskey too. You guys are all going off the thing. Let's just drop it. Get back to fishing here. I took you all down a tangent. I knew that was going to, that's why I tried stopping. I couldn't stop myself. No worries. I don't like to talk about drugs and alcohol in here. But we kind of got into pharmaceuticals, and that's like the bridge into it. So we'll get out of it. There's a dang turtle out there. Look at that. I'm going to pull that bait in. I'm going to put a little piece of hot dog on this and cast a different spot. Where I put my hot dog? Got dough ball, corn. Put a piece of hot dog on there. Fish head on the middle round. Gotcha, I'm going to reach over and touch that spot. That turtle's heading right for that fish head. That fish head pole's going to start bouncing next. Turtle soup. I'll bring it over here. Get some turtle soup for you. That one wasn't a snapper though. I think that was a little painted turtle. Now, Nolan recently told me if it's a reptile, I think it was Nolan. No, Skeeter. Skeeter said if it's a reptile, you can eat it. Kind of simplified a few things in case you're in survival mode. Nice to know. Made me want to do a catch and cook with a northern water snake, actually. Yeah, I can't even read the deleted messages. I can't see. It's hard enough to see the messages, and then when they get deleted, I can't see because they show up in like a dark blue. Yeah, thanks, Rob. We got 51 likes going on right now. Rod and Stu both gave me some super chats. I got trash blowing. Look at these other hypocrites. Let me grab it. Did that come at us? I'll yell at Kevin for having loose stuff around that can blow. And I just did it. Come on, fish. Shoot, I should have just stayed up front. It was nice and cool up there. I had a nice shady tree to sit under. right, Backtrack. Thanks for coming in here, buddy. You have a good day. Glacier said that's why I went into commercial fishing. You couldn't catch one on a... There's bubbles out there. Probably the turtle. See, I saw bubbles the one day here, and then it looked like a carp jump. That's what made me think there might be carp in here. Glacier. Lots of things have musk glands, but you can eat them, man. They say the same thing about those little sand sharks. They taste like pointy salmon. They're delicious. There's always a way, man. I guarantee you there's some country boy out there that knows the right way to skin them and clean them and eat them. And they're probably delicious. With sharks, we as soon as we catch them, we bleed them, fillet them, chop their head off, skin them, soak them in our... Ooh, there we go, middle rod. Trying to shove, it's probably a catfish about this big. He's trying to shove that fish head into his mouth. Devin, serious question. Yeah, dog sharks are delicious, man. Delicious. Serious question. Have you ever had caviar from the salmon? You ever eaten the salmon eggs? Or do you guys process them out for baits? Do you sell them? There's the turtle swimming right to the rod on the right. The turtle party out there on the third rod. There's two turtles. They look like scuba divers. They keep coming up. They keep coming up all around that rod. Yeah, we used to cut that gland off. Yeah, Glacier. Around here, we cut that gland off, tied on a rope, and that's what we use to scent the trails. Yeah, when they're in rut, you can see the stuff dripping out of them. You throw it overboard. It's not a pain in the butt if you have the right, like if you're harvesting them and they're all the same size. You just need a screen, basically it'll skein itself, but I got a video that shows you how to launch them right out of the vent, and they're good to go, man. You rinse them off, cure them, but you don't have to, like I'm not talking about commercially curing them. You can do the poor man's route. It's basically just water and salt, and you got like 5 days to eat them. I'm sure, I know it's a process for the longer shelf life, but I mean, they're pretty damn good, man. You should give them a shot. Of course, y'all don't have any cheese up there. Your cheese up in Alaska probably tastes like Stewart's Philly cheesesteak crackers he gets in Scotland. Hit it inside the ham. Now that sucker's right in my hamburger patty. I don't know, it tastes pretty good to me. Well, that fish I catch in the ocean don't spill eggs like your inland fish. Yeah, I guess that's right. I didn't think of that. When you go up to New York and you fish like Pulaski and Altmar and Salmon River and Oswego, all those spots, you walk down the trails that the fishermen are walking back to their cars, and it's like a trail of fish eggs all the way down the trail. That's how easy they come out of those things. I got a bunch of negative comments on that video. But I've also had like a couple people you could tell are like the real deal. They're not like the social media type that either agreed or really enjoyed that tip. It literally saves me 30 to 40 minutes of work. Removal of gland in deer ham. I will. I'm pretty picky when it comes to cutting up my meat, so I'll definitely do that. I didn't say I'm good at it, I'm picky at it. I take all the silver skin off. Every last piece. He took my hot dog. I thought he did. It's right back on that hot dog. He wants it. Ooh. I think we're dealing with a sunfish. I think we're dealing with a sunfish right there, but let's bring over the fish head just in case. Let's see what he thinks of the fish head. Have a go at that one, Bucky. Full bottle of water. It's been sitting here the whole time. Wasn't even open. Just cracked the seal. It's easy to get out. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Marilyn. I process my eggs on site. I don't lose them. Cure them. Sacks and skein drifting. Sweet. Yeah, we did that in Alaska. Used them for bait up there mostly. But my boys, man, they love fish eggs. Yeah, tarsal gland. Yeah, I got you now, Glacier. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. You're going to go for some early, you're going to go for the early run up there. Trying to plan a trip for the fall. I think actually NJ and I are going to be up there the same week. That's the week I'm planning. We're both going to be up there. That could be fun. We'll go up to Brown's Campground in Altmar. That's where we're going to stay. I'm not sure where NJ goes. White rod's going a little bit down there off camera. I'll keep an eye on that. Got 51 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. 13 people hanging out. Got some in the freezer from this weekend's trip to the Salmon River. I just read that. I don't know why it popped back up like I didn't read it. I love YouTube sometimes. Yeah, we go up when it's stupid usually. When are you going hunting? Gosh, I don't know, man. The season I think starts next week, but I just hunt in my backyard. When they start showing up during daylight hours, usually when I start hunting. Now I'll probably get down there, probably not this week, next week. I'll probably start up. We start early in this part of the state. As long as it's not too hot, I'll probably get down there and bag one early. Get that in the freezer, and then I'll be a little more picky on my next one. I'd love to go live, show you guys how I cut up a deer live. I mean, I'm no professional at it, but I get the job done. I don't have any of the fancy machinery. I grind a lot of it. I'm going to get a meat slicer this year. Each year I'll probably just add another tool to the trade. It's just backstrap, tenderloin, some roasts, some ribs, neck, and everything else, man, for the most part. I take the front legs right off. Don't even need a knife. Pull the front legs out, and we'll smoke those whole. Hindquarters, I usually slice up the top parts for like a big roast out of it. Might cut a few steaks above the knee. Everything else is brine. Grind it up. The kids love all ground meat anyway. It's open here now for bear and ducks. And yeah, we got dove season's in now. Dove come in September 1st, but if I had a spot where I could go and shoot a meal's worth, I'd go, but I don't really have a spot like that, so it's carp are about the only thing I'll go fish for, and like days like this, like I try to go out and harvest as much as I can. These days are more for you guys. I enjoy doing it, but I'd rather be out doing something where I could actually put something on the table I can eat. Blackstrap. That's molasses. Did I say blackstrap? I meant backstrap. Bear fur gets a lot thicker by mid-October. Yep, exactly. Yeah, let it thicken up. Yeah, I'm thinking squirrel hunting might be fun. I just get so nervous. I feel like YouTube's going to shut me down if I do it. And yeah, I know there's tons of channels out there, but I don't know anyone who actually does it live. Probably a death sentence to your algorithm. Like I just mentioned the word and we lost live for a second. Anytime I went dive hunting, I would shoot 2 boxes and only get 1 dive. Yeah, this stuff is tricky, man. They are tricky. I always did good as a kid. And then I switched to the 12 gauge just because it was like a nice universal gun that I could take for dove, even though it's a little heavy. And I could also deer hunt, throw a slug in there, and goose hunt. So I switched to a 12. I am not nearly as accurate with that 12 as I was with my 20 gauge. But I also, I mean, probably 12 gauge I've been shooting 5 years. The 20 gauge I've been shooting since I was probably 7. When I was a kid, you know, we would shoot a couple times a week. We'd be at the gun range. Every weekend we'd be at the gun range. We were always there. My dad was the president of the local gun club for years. I was like raised up running around the place. You can't handle a gun. You can't handle a gun live. It's against. Yeah, that's what ATC. I've heard the same thing, and people tell me, "Oh, I do it all the time." I'm like, but then I go to the YouTube channel, and they're like, "Oh, well, I don't do it. My friend does it." I don't know. See, there's Warble. Glacier, you got a lot of fear with these animals, man. You got a lot of fear with these animals. What's going on there, buddy? What's wrong with the warbles? Little warble never hurting anyone. Keep the doctor away. I know. I traumatized Glacier. I traumatized him. I don't know. I know the hunting as a whole kind of gained a little bit of a foothold from some of the huge channels in the last few years. It's so much is so unclear to me. And you read the community standards and you're like, well, what, you know, how do you can interpret all that stuff however you want. You could say fishing is, you know, violent. You could say fishing is, you say whatever you want. You can make whatever argument you want. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about there. If they see that live, they'll shut it down. They were shutting down driving for a while too. They were shutting down any type of live where you were driving, period. And then they changed it to interacting, and then I don't know. Don't seem like they care anymore. You see some guys behind like a big rig all day long with their camera on. Come on, fish. Anyone know what time it is on the east coast of the U.S.? Yep. I hear you, Glacier. I got a job too. I'm a trophy husband. Trophy husband here. Fishing's my fallback job. In case I make bad food. Facebook Market won't let me sell raw fish. Yep. Not all vegans are like that either, man. We got a vegan that comes in here. He's awesome. Gives me super chats. Comes from a hunting family. Not all vegans are like that. I've said it before in my lives. I've got more respect for vegans or like a vegetarian than somebody that goes, ew, you kill that animal and eat that animal, ew. But they buy meat from a store and they like, you know, I like their commitment to it. I think I was a vegetarian when I was 12 years old. My parents tell me I was a vegetarian. Actually, when I was 11, I refused to eat meat for like 6 months. And then my dad told me if I went deer hunting with him, I'd get out of school for 3 days. And I was like, all right, let's go hunting. Yeah, you mean meat doesn't grow in styrofoam plates? Yeah. I don't want to talk bad on anyone, but that's the type that like are the toughest to deal with. And if they, you know, if they just don't want to think about it or whatever, that's a little more tolerable than just being totally ignorant about it. That's exactly how I look at it, Glacier. Same thing with for raising animals. I always say I want that animal to have just one bad day in its life, you know? That's it. And we try to do everything right, even with like the wild deer and the herd. And we don't just feed it corn all year. We feed it at the right times. We use the right type of feed, and we put down the salt. We think of it as a herd of deer, not as like the deer we want to shoot or something like that. And look at what farming has done, like for, you know, raising produce. Don't think that that doesn't harm an animal indirectly. Drive around and you see just thousands of acres of no trees, no, like that lack of diversity has already wiped out generations of animals. Whether it physically directly did it or not, it has. So don't think just because you're eating plant life that it's not negatively impacting animals, because it is. Yeah, Glacier. Yeah, I hear you, man. much easier to just pull the trigger on something than hauling it away. Like even the meat birds, I know some people do meat birds and then they can't process them themselves, so they have somebody pick it up. And I'm like, I feel even worse by having somebody like pick them up. Here, buddy, hop in the truck. Nah. Anyone got a time check for me? What time is it? What time is it where you're, Glacier? You're 4 hours behind. $9:55. 10, 11, 12:55. It says I've only been live for 2 hours. Is that right? I've only been live for 2 hours? Oh, it's 1:55 Eastern. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. All right, yeah, that would make sense. I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to do math in my head. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock. I've been live for 4 hours. That explains. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm doing another 2 hours here. There's no way. I'm going to have to go for a walk or something. Or go for a swim. 1:55. All right, Glacier, have a good day. We're going to wrap it up here, too. I know Stewie's probably going live. I'll see if he bounces. You in here, Stewart? Let me know if you're ready. And we'll roll this thing down in just a few moments. I mean, I love hanging out with you guys, but I can't miss the school bus drop-off. I might get fired from my trophy husband job. That wouldn't be good for anybody. I'll tell you. Definitely a slow day, not completely a surprise. But tomorrow we're going back where we were yesterday, around that area. And we're gonna hit them good tomorrow, that's for sure. Weather looks good. It might be the last chance we have of hitting those giant carp that we spotted. And I saw one in there that we really didn't. You know, I got Kev's PB out of there. But we didn't catch the big one yet. The one that I saw that got us going to that spot. So I'm really hoping we get that one. I appreciate everybody coming in and watching, hanging out. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. Tomorrow will be a better day for sure. It was kind of a long shot here. But, you know, sometimes you're not going for numbers. Oh, that got some major slack on that rod on the right now. Sometimes you're just trying to catch something. Thanks for the live, bro. I hope you all have a great day. Yeah, so you guys stop over, bug Stewart on the way out, say hi to him, maybe spend some time with him, check him out. Does a lot of the moderating in here. Tries to keep the channel clean. Don't take it personal if he gives you a warning or times you out or something. I'll go back to see what all happened there. He's usually trying to follow my rules to a T with family-friendly content, even if I step over the line, which I sometimes do myself. So I'm going to get out of here before I get roasted any more than I already am. And y'all have a great day. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of someone else. Peace out.